Hey everyone, Near Mint Nerd here for the I Got Issues Network, coming at you live! We did a little practice show a couple of days ago, but today's the first live show. This is the new format, guys. It's really a new format that has come around out of necessity because, as you know, anyone who's watched my videos in the past, I usually record it and then I edit it. I do all kinds of weird stuff to it and, you know, do some funny stuff or whatever. I just don't have time for that anymore, guys. I work like 14-hour days. The summer was busy. I thought by the fall I'd be right back at it with you guys, but so far that is not the case. I am still super busy, and that's okay. Let me see. I'm still learning this format, by the way, so you're going to see me like pressing buttons and stuff. I hope it works okay. I hope I know what I'm doing. I can't see comments right now, so I don't know if there are any or if I'm just doing something wrong. I see we have one person joining us. That's awesome. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of don't even expect anyone to join and watch live because I probably won't have like a time that I specifically do it every week. Really, this is just a simple way for me to get up content quickly without all the whistles and bells. But here we go. I'm here to do my first new format show, always live. Oh, I got a like already. That's pretty sweet. Like I said, still trying to figure it out. I'm not sure how to see comments. I'm doing this on my iPad, so, you know, I probably don't have any comments yet. It's probably the reality. I mean, literally, I just came on. Anyway, so I'm going to kind of do what I've always done. I'm going to show you guys my comics. I'm back, baby. I'm back and better than ever and live. Oh, yeah, see, you do, LOL. So I do. I see a comment right there. That's great. So the comments work, but they seem to just kind of pop up and then disappear. I don't have like the stream, you know. I don't have like a side view or anything like that with the comments. You guys that are on, can you hear okay? Is the volume okay? Is everything the way it should be on a live thing? I don't know. Yes, okay, volume's working. Awesome. Kyle, good to see you, man. Okay, so really, thanks, brother. Really, this is kind of half test, half haul. I am going to show you the book. I just got back from my local comic shop. I'm going to show you the books I just picked up today. 5 a.m. in New Zealand. Go back to bed, man. Are you kidding me? Wow, Kyle Waka's here from New freaking Zealand. That's amazing, man. All the way across the world. I love it. 5 a.m. though. Even I sleep till 6:30. Okay, guys. So let's see if I can figure out how to do my camera flip here. Bear with me. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's flip now over because you're done looking at this, right? Ugh. You don't want to see this at 5 o'clock in the morning, I can tell you that. Okay, so we're going to flip around here and I'm going to show you what I bought at my comic store today. All right, here we go. Hopefully this is still working. Like I said, I got a couple of bugs still to work out. As for live shows, really it's just necessity. I know there's not going to be a lot of people joining me. Really, it's to watch later or whatever. But if you are live, that's awesome. All right, what are we doing here? I'm just going to see if I can't center this up just a little more. Oh, you got that long shot. Yeah, you know what? I actually just got that long shot in a auction that I got. And check this out. It's a newsstand as well. Pretty happy with that. Got it for like $3. You know, this long shot series, Kyle, used to be worth like, I'm an old guy. I'm like, I'm in my early 40s. I know I only look 17, but I'm in my early 40s. I worked at a comic shop in the early 90s, and I'll tell you, this whole series, they were like $40 a piece. It was, yeah, exactly, right? But now it's, now not so much. Now it's kind of, you know, maybe 10, 15 bucks. Maybe the first one's worth a little more. That's a shame. Like, these are, who is that there? Arthur Adams does the covers. Oh my God, they're just beautiful books. Anyways, let me show you what I picked up today. Okay, so first up from IDW, I picked up Star Wars Adventures 2. This is kind of an all ages book. I actually kind of picked this up for my daughter. I say that, and then I give it to her and she doesn't want to read it, and I put it in my collection. But I like to feel like, you know, it's there for her if she wants to read it. She's 9. She saw the movie when it came out. She didn't really understand it, but she had a good time with it. I thought she might like to pick it up from here with these kid-friendly comics. So far, not so much, but we'll see what happens when the sequel comes out. Yeah, I really like IDW books. I think they do a great job. I picked up Generations, Miss Marvel and Miss Marvel. This one is, I've been picking up, I'm not even, you know, I'm not really digging this Generations thing, to be honest. Really, the completest side of me is the reason I'm getting them, because I'm getting all the ones that have this plain white, the variant with the plain white back. Trying to put a set of that together as they come out. You know, I always said I wouldn't be that guy that just, you know, collects books and doesn't read them. But the truth is I bought the first couple and I read the first couple and I didn't super love them. And so I'm not that inspired, even though they're, you know, they're all by the creative teams of their ongoings. This one's by Wilson. I think she does the Miss Marvel series. You know, it is what it is. It's not my favorite. Superman, I have been digging some of the Rebirth stuff, I have to admit. This Superman hey guys, or guy, I guess there's only one of you left right now. Am I a little soft focus here, do you think? Yeah. Move my camera a little. Click that into focus. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, so I've been digging the Superman title. I have to say, who's this by? I was going to say Tomasi has been doing it, but this is a guy named Bonnie. I've never actually heard of Bonnie. New writer, maybe. All right, let's see. So, yeah, Superman versus Deathstroke. I think that could be a lot of fun. It seems like it would be a fight that would last all of 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds. But you know, I'm sure they'll find some way to draw it out. Oh no! Oh, it's all falling apart, guys, here on the live show. Oh my God. You know what? I really like the old format. I really like doing editing and then, you know, because I make a lot of mistakes. And then I could fix my mistakes by telling you the real answers in a text scrawl. I would put it like along here. But, you know, you just got to do what you have time to do. And right now I don't have the time for that. So these live shows, we'll see how they go. We'll see if you guys like them. I think, though, for me, it's just so much easier. So this is Harley Quinn, number 28, Rebirth. I always pick up the Cho covers. I don't know why. Like, you know, because I kind of liked the Amanda Connor cover a little better this time. But I told my comic shop to pick me up all the Cho B covers. And I don't know about you guys. Yeah, you like this, Kyle? This is better? Okay, well, you know, great. So, yeah, I've been getting all these B covers, and my comic shop lately hasn't had B covers. They've been, sorry, I keep adjusting this to try to get the, it looks soft focused to me. Yeah, so I have to kind of special order the B covers now, which is kind of weird. So I said, okay, just make sure I have all the Cho covers. So now even when I go in and I like the Amanda Connor cover, I end up with the Cho cover anyways. This one's not bad. It's just like, it's not as good as some of the other ones he's done. What else? I picked up Star Wars Annual number 3. I collect most of these Star Wars titles that Marvel's putting out. They've got too many going right now, but I'm a sucker, I guess. I keep picking them up. I especially like annuals. Any longtime viewers of the show know why does this keep going in and out of focus? No, I'm just crazy about annuals because, you know, I just like more story. I like, and I like that often they're not connected to the current continuity. They're just kind of a time capsule book, I find. that you can read whenever. Like, you know, today, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, this often will be a self-contained story that you can just pick up. This is actually the variant cover. The other cover was pretty cool too. I think Han Solo is on the cover. I just dug having these bounty hunters on the cover, so I went for the variant in this case. And it's one of those instances where the variant and the regular cover were the same price, so I didn't have to, you know, break the bank. That's a pretty cool cover, though. I like that. All right, what's that? Oh, I don't know about this one. Oh my God, look at that focus. I'm gonna figure that out, guys, because this is ugly. Why is my focus doing that? Let's see if that, there we go. Okay, Misbegotten Runaway Nun. Oh man, your cheesecake book of the week. I picked it up because it's at #1, and I like the stuff that Action Lab puts out. So I thought I would take a chance. This is actually also a variant cover that I picked up for cover price. It's not one I'm going to keep buying, though, I don't think. It was just kind of an impulse buy, and to be honest, I kind of already sort of regret buying it because it's, you know, it's not my kind of book. But there you go. I was seduced, I guess, by the cover art. Also picked up Gasolina. I didn't know anything about this one. This was a total impulse buy. This is also the variant cover. I noticed it was from Skybound, which is Robert Kirkman's company. You know, Robert Kirkman's a funny guy. I don't think I've really enjoyed anything he's done outside of, you know, his original big two, which is of course, The Walking Dead and Venture. Is that what it's called? Venture? That can't be right. What am I thinking? Invincible. I don't know why I said Venture. See, this is where I would edit. I would take that out so you wouldn't think I was dumb. But now on the live show, you figured it out. I'm busted. Oh well. Anyways, yes. So Invincible is the other one. But you know, I didn't love Astounding Wolfman. I really strongly dislike the other big one that he did, the Possession one, that he was kind of like trying to be the Exorcist with. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it. This is what happens with me. And then when I edit, I would put it up right here. I put the real answer right here. But now I don't have that tool in my tool belt anymore. That's it. Outcast. Thank you, Kyle. I don't know why that fell out of my head. Hey, remember when that was a TV show for 5 minutes? Wow, what a stink bomb. Yeah, and then he did a bunch of other stuff. So this is from his studio. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I'll probably just read this issue and then see what happens. Let's see here. Next up, I got Doctor Strange. I took a break from Doctor Strange because I didn't love the art. Bacalo. I'm just not a huge fan of that kind of art. I love Jason Aaron. Love him, but I found the art fairly impenetrable. And I know it's just me. I know like a lot of people like that stylized stuff. And there's some artists who are stylized, like Bill Sienkiewicz. Is that right? Bill Sienkiewicz? Amazing. I love it, you know? But I just can't get into the Bacalo stuff, or Bacalo. I never know how to say things. Hey, Sleepy Reader, welcome. Yeah, live haul. This is going to be the new normal from now on, guys. All live, all the time. It's just easier for me. Anyways, so as I was saying, now, you know, I got to take the good with the bad because they, look at Kevin Nolan. I love Nolan's art. Great art. But we lost Jason Aaron. So what's the balance, you know? Like, I just wish Jason Aaron could have stayed on a little bit longer, you know, into a new artist's run. But, you know, often they, oh, bye, Kyle. Good to see you, man. Drop by another time. You know what? If you don't want to miss these live shows, just put your little bell on because, to be honest, I never know when I'm going to do them. I'm going to do them more often, but I don't know when. I don't know that I'm going to have, like, Wednesday night at 5. It's probably just going to be, you know, here's the show, and if no one watches, that's fine. I'll just, you know, you can watch it later or whatever. But as I said, this is the new format. Doctor Strange. So, yeah, I really miss Jason Aaron. I don't miss Bacallo. I'm happy to have Nolan on as the full-time artist, or at least, you know, for this 25th issue. Jason Aaron is one of the best Sleepy Reader. You're right. I love Jason Aaron. Love him. You know, he's doing a great job on... He's always done a great job. His Ghost Rider run from, you know, 5, maybe longer, 8 years back was out of just crazy good. Crazy good. Love Jason Aaron. You know, I wish they put Jason Aaron on more of these events, you know? Like, he always kind of sticks to the side characters, the B characters. Yeah, I know, right? Great. I love that Ghost Rider run. Anyways, I think I've talked about this book plenty, and yet said nothing. Which is pretty par for the course, of course, with me. I'm doing this on my iPad, guys, and, like, it's a little weird because... You know, comments just, like, one comment at a time kind of pops up and goes away. I don't know how to get it so that there's a little scroll of comments. I don't even know if that's possible. So, if you know, if you put up a comment and I miss it, I'm really sorry. I'll have to check after and see if I'm, you know, there's something I'm not doing right. Let's see here. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2. I really liked Spider-Man 1 when Miles and Spider-Man kind of had the crossover across parallel universes. Now that they're in the same universe, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it would be an event at all. It just seems like it could have easily been in either of the Spider-Man titles. I don't know why we needed a special, you know, 6-issue thing for this. But we got it, and I haven't started reading it yet, but I definitely will. Because I do like the Spider-Man books right now. But, you know, I love Dan Slott. I love what he's done, but I almost think it's time to let somebody else have a crack at it. And maybe, you know, put Dan Slott on a different book for a while. I'd like to see him try something else. I bet he'd do a good Guardians of the Galaxy. All right, next up we got Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. This is by Chip Zdarsky, who, you know, is hit and miss for me. I actually really loved his Star-Lord series. It only ran like 7 issues and an annual. It just ended a couple of months ago. I thought it was super good. Really enjoyed it. This Spider-Man title, I've read only the first 2 issues so far. I'm up in the air. I'm not sure about it yet. You know, I'm like, we'll see. I'm 2 issues behind, so maybe I just need to catch up. I'm not sure. Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, I picked up number 10 today. Yeah, I think so too, Sleepy Reader. And so you're right, he did do a good job on Silver Surfer. It was really fun. I think he would be absolutely well suited to Guardians of the Galaxy. Although I'm not sure if he's a team book guy. Like, I'm not sure how well he would do with a team. He seems to enjoy the solo titles more. He did a mini-series, actually, years before he took over Spider-Man. Years before he took over She-Hulk. And it was called, what was it called? Arkham something or other. Arkham Reborn, maybe? I can't remember, but it was so good. And it took place in Arkham Asylum, and it was 6 issues. Really good. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he just seems to like single characters. So, yeah, I'd like to see him kind of stretch a little bit there. All new Guardians of the Galaxy. I have been enjoying this. I like the heist aspect. It's not perfect. It's not super awesome, but it's a nice, light, blue sky, fun read. I love this, is this a Salvador Dali homage or something? I don't know. It feels like a painting. But I do like this cover with the eggs and such. Quite nice. And Duggan, I don't know how to say it. You know what's funny is I never know how to pronounce comic book artists or writers' names because it's the one medium where I never hear the names out loud. I only read them off covers. So I never hear anyone say their names. It's like, it's weird. It's different with, like, you know, movies and TV because you hear actors' names, you hear writers' names, but in comics, I'm kind of left to guess a little bit. Because I don't go to, when I go to conventions, I don't go to, like, you know, listen to everyone talk about what's coming up and all that. I can't be bothered. I'm too busy digging around in comics. Yeah, that's true. iFanboy podcast, which, by the way, I haven't listened to in several years. I used to be fanatic about it. I used to listen to it all the time. But when I fell out of comics for about 4 years and started getting them on from Comixology, just a couple that I really wanted. And then I realized that I missed it, and I went back and I had to rebuy everything. But I kind of stayed away from some of the fandom that I was a big part of. I didn't go back to iFanboy. I stopped going to a lot of the comic websites, the rumor sites. Really now, I read my previews and I go to the comic shop. That's really my whole thing. And I go to comic auctions and stuff. I'm a Bronze Age guy, so although I do like this new stuff, mostly Bronze Age. Yeah, I didn't love digital Sleepy Reader. I just couldn't get into it. What I do like doing is I've got some really old comics that I'm afraid to take out of the bag now because they're so old. I'm afraid they're going to be brittle and damaged. So I'll buy those issues sometimes on Comixology if I get the urge to read those stories rather than opening up those old comics. I'm a little too nervous. Yeah, you got to do both. I agree. I don't do much of the Comixology now unless I can't find an issue or an issue's too expensive. Then for sure. So, Batman, The Red Death. I'm a little behind on Metal. I've read the first issue only. I haven't got to the second one, but it looks like we're at that period when all the dark multiverse versions of the Justice League are going to come bursting through into our world, I would imagine. I'm actually pretty excited about Metal. It's I don't know if it's going to be great, but I feel excited by it just because I feel like we needed a big crisis level event to just shake things up. Keep things from getting stale. Unlike, they do, obviously DC does events throughout the year, but they don't do any, they keep it to like every 3 years, I'd say, for the really big events. So I'm ready for one. I'm ready for just kind of a huge story like this. To that end, I also picked up part 2 of Gotham Resistance, which is apparently a Metal tie-in. I don't know how much it ties in. Like I said, I haven't read the second issue of Metal yet, but it looks like this story and part 1 was in Teen Titans, which I picked up last week, are going to keep that going. And finally, I picked up Batman number 31. This is the B cover. I assume the War of Jokes and Riddles is still going. To be honest, I haven't read a single issue of that arc. I've been catching up on some of the other titles I fell behind on. Specifically, right now I'm reading Flash, Superman, and the 2 Green Lantern books because I just fell way behind over the summer. Between going to the cottage with the kids and then just being super busy, comics kind of fell to the wayside a little bit. Not to say I haven't been picking them up. I picked up everything, but I'm far behind on my reading. So I haven't started War of Jokes and Riddles. I've been seeing some backlash towards Tom King recently, saying that he's repetitive and some of his stuff is not so good. I don't know. I really enjoy his stuff. I did read the first issue of Mr. Miracle, which I loved. Mr. Miracle, by the way, is my all-time favorite character. So to get a new Mr. Miracle title was like the best day ever for me. Just loved it. All right, so that's it for the week, guys. Here, let me just flip this back to my old ugly mug. See where I stand. Yep, there I am. So that's it for the first live show, guys. 24 minutes, not so bad. I hope you like the new format because I think this is going to be the ongoing format because I just don't have time to render the video, edit the video. All that stuff takes about the same amount of time, maybe even more than just recording the video. So live really is just kind of like a quick hit and I can get about my day. Like right now I gotta go hop in the car and get to work. But I'm glad you guys checked in. I hope you guys will join me again. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit the little bell next to the subscription so you know when these live videos go up because like I say, there's no schedule. I might eventually say, okay, every Wednesday at a certain time we'll do this. Thanks, Sleepy Reader. Thanks for joining me. Sorry, Jean Paula something Peter. Great name, by the way. So I'm off. I'm gone. I'm going to be back, though, I think, what's today? Wednesday. I'm going to be back Friday with another live video. I don't know when, to do a back issue haul. Jean Paul Ace Peter. Got it. Of course. Kiss. Of course. I should have picked on that up right away. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. Hit like if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to, drop me a message. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys again live, probably on Friday, but certainly very soon. Thanks so much, guys. Take care, and Near Mint Nerd out.